Alright, I gotta tell y'all something that happened last night, a little bit east of Dallas. Note to self, put a map up on the screen. Okay, so there's Dallas. A little east of there, I was doing 60 miles an hour through a construction zone, and like sometimes I just get in the zone and drive slow. Like, if you ever driven with me, then you'd know that. Then you do know that. Like Dave Recker, the old mule enthusiast up in Missouri, I was following him one morning in the dark, and he calls me and he goes, "Hey, you gotta at least drive the speed limit so we can get there on time." It really doesn't make that big of a difference, but I got a warning last night. It says speed under the minimum. Like, I literally got a ticket for doing 60 miles an hour. I know the sheriff was suspicious, and that's why he pulled me over. I mean, a dude in a van driving slow on a Saturday night. But I didn't think 60 was slow enough to warrant an obstruction. Actually, it is not, because the reason I was going 60 is because for 45 miles there were semis and construction. And I just decided there's no point in racing and going around people. I'm just gonna set my cruise control and roll with it, yo. And I got in trouble for it. So now not only am I worried about speeding, I'm also worried about driving at a comfortable, reasonable, safe speed because it's an obstruction. I just got pulled over again by a Mississippi state trooper for improper equipment. So this seatbelt is terribly annoying. Like, it goes right by my neck, it rubs me raw. When you sit in this seat for hours and hours, it gets tiring. So I pull it down here under the armrest, and like, it's comfortable, I can ride. Pulled me over for a seatbelt. I mean, it's not a moving violation, it's cheap. But this is like twice. Like, is this a sign? Am I doing something wrong? I really wonder about these kind of things because I've had like a colorful history with not following the rules, and I'm not even doing anything wrong. I was going less than the speed limit and put my seatbelt down to get it out of the way. This is bothering me. Like, something about this trip just doesn't feel right, and it's raining like crazy. Alright, let's go see if they got a knife. So on top of the bad luck that's going on so far, I lost my knife at the George Bush Library the other day. Like, it was a really nice automatic opening Benchmade, and I was using it to prop up the Steadicam so I could get like a stable shot. And I think I forgot it on the ground. I did it once, and then when I left there and got back to Austin, I didn't have it anymore. They put a lot of effort into selling stuff here. Like Walmart, functional store. Go in and get what you need. Bass Pro, Outdoor World, whole experience. Alright, they don't sell automatic opening knives here, which is what I was looking for. did find it online, and I'm gonna try to order it. At this point, let's get back on the road and get out of here. Nothing's going right. So this is the Auto Stryker Mini. And yes, it is what you call a switchblade. It is a button that automatically opens it. Spring assist means you gotta kind of flip it open. I'm at Stoddard Guns in Douglasville, Georgia, and they also have a store in Atlanta. They rent full auto rifles. There's a range behind me. They got a pretty cool selection of some very savage toys in here. In case you decide you want a Benchmade, they are about $200. The ones that came out the top are started at $300 for the short ones. And the range that they have in there is 20 foot of chopped up rubber, a ballistic steel plate, and then a concrete wall behind that. They can shoot up to a 50 caliber machine gun on a 75 foot range. Pretty cool gig. If you're into guns and you're in Atlanta, check them out. You know, I guess I'm sharing the not so fun part of my life with y'all. So back in the day, I got a couple DUIs in North Carolina. And one of the requirements, there were several requirements that had to be fulfilled. Education, went to over 100 hours of classes, fines to be paid, and my driver's license was suspended for a year. And then finally, you had to have an interlock on your vehicle for a period of 1 year, which is actually a restriction on a license and not a suspension. So when I moved out to Arizona, they gave me a driver's license, and it's good in 49 states across the United States because North Carolina law does not apply. However, I called my attorney this morning to find out if I get caught driving in North Carolina with that restriction requiring an interlock on North Carolina's books, not necessarily Arizona's, their state law is most likely going to trump it. So my question is, how can I take care of this so that when I come on vacation in North Carolina, I don't have to worry about leaving on probation? Headed down south to the land of the pines, thumbing my way into North Carolina. Krystal, Georgia, that I've never been to. And I would describe it as a White Castle of the South. So if you've been to White Castle before, you got your fill of White Castle to last a lifetime, then you probably got your fill of Krystals for a lifetime. I can't believe I'm telling you all this stuff, promoting fast food and talking about getting in trouble. Well, we are in North Carolina now. I kind of can't believe I told y'all that story, but I guess the moral to it is that if you create problems for yourself and run from them, then it can take a long time to solve them. And if you do get in trouble, a good attorney will end up saving you lots of resources in the long run. Wait a second. I missed the whole moral of that story. Just don't do anything illegal, and then you never have to worry about being in trouble. Okay.